Did you know that there is a SA-20 in BMS? As of now, it is the farthest reaching SAM in the game. At the moment, the safest way to deal with it is using a JASSM, which stands for Joint Air-to-Surface Standoff Missile. Here is a quick tutorial on how to use the JASSM in BMS against an SA-20. Alright, here we are in 2D of Falcon BMS 4.38, and I'm going to be covering the JASSM, which is the Joint Air-to-Surface Standoff Missile. I will be up against the SA-20, which is something that the JASSM can absolutely get, especially due to its long range and stealth nature. The SA-20, in a nutshell, is an SA-10 but times 2. So SA-10 has a range of about 50 miles, the SA-20 has a range of about 100 miles. So it's a very dangerous SAM, and I would not recommend messing with it. But if you use the JASSM, you may have a chance. So the JASSM, you can either use target steer points, or you could use the FCR, air-to-surface FCR, in the aircraft while you're looking for targets. In this case, I use the SA-20. It is not visible on the 2D map, but I have it saved. If you are looking for a object on the map that you can recon and create a target steer point to target in the game, you just right click on whatever you want to target, press recon, open this plus here, choose whatever you want. I'm going to go for the control tower. Down here, you choose the designated as target steer point. You can either use this as the steer point that is on the target or near the target. You'll have to set that steer point to be able to target it with your weapon. So you could do 7, and right now, since I've already pre-saved my SA-20, it is steer point 7 for me. But for this example, I'm using the airfield. Usually, I just go back 1 on the arrow and use 99 and go back from 99 to be able to set the targets as my steer points. And remember, once you get in the jet, make sure you set your steer point to the respective target. In this example, you would use 95, and I'll press accept, and it'll make it your steer point 95. So when you get to the game, make sure you set your steer point to 95. How to verify that is correct, go to your data cartridge, go to targets, see how 7 is automatically the SA-20, but in this case we'll be using 95. I'm going to go back to 95, and on here it says Airbase Control Tower, and that's verified. To select a JASSM, make sure you have an aircraft that can hold a JASSM. Select your flight, select your aircraft, then go to loadout. Right now I already have it as my loadout, so I have a AGM-158 JASSM on my pylons there, as you can see. If you don't have it, make sure you go to air to ground, and it's usually at the top. So right here it has AGM-158 JASSM, and you just select this and it'll put it on your aircraft, and once you're done, you go ahead and press OK. So let's see how it works in game. But once you're airborne or on the ground, I highly recommend aligning your bombs. So go ahead and go to your air to ground mode, SMS, power on your JASSMs. This takes about 6 or 7 minutes, so that's why I recommend for you to turn it on before you fence in or in the area of responsibility where you need it really fast. So here it may give you a 10, but that's not actually 10 minutes. It's about, like I said, 6 or 7 minutes. So just wait for that to go to 0, and after that you should be good to go. Once your alignment on your weapons are complete, you can go ahead and use it. So like we set up before, depending on what steer point you use, in this case I use 7, which I'll press 4, 7, and then enter, it automatically sets steer point 7 as my current steer point. You double left to get to the main page. In my example, I use 95, so you would press 4, 9, 5, and then enter, and it sets up 95 as your steer point. But I'm hitting the SA-20 today, so I'll use steer point 7. So the SA-20 is a very dangerous SAM, like I said before, and the Big Bird, which comes up as BB on the RWR, is the search radar. This search radar can reach ranges of over 80 miles. Right now, I'm at My current steer point is Steerpoint 7, and it is over the SA-20 right now. So right now it is about 83 miles away. And the big bird is painting me in search mode, looking for me to launch a missile. As you see there, SA-20 showed up. So that, with the SA-20, you need to assume a launch has been made on you already. In this case, I am outside the ring, so that may or may not be true, but I am not sure of that, so I'm going to hurry up and shoot my missile now. Master arm on. I am within the JSOW in zone. So now I'm going to drop my bomb and get out of here. Left one going off. There's the left one out, and right now I need to start my defense to make sure the missile doesn't hit me, because it takes about 2 or 3 minutes to get here. So I'm going to turn right to put it on a beam, and then going to descend as well. What I'm doing here is trying to terrain mask the SAM. Being that the SAM is over 70 miles away, there has to be some sort of mountains and different terrain in the way to break the line of sight between me and the radar system. As you can see, the RWR is naked, meaning that the SAM, the SA-20, can no longer see me. But caution, if you are over enemy territory, we all know why you should not go lower, because of manpads and infrared missiles that you would not know about until you get hit. So be careful defending SA-20s, especially if you are over enemy territory. In this scenario, we'll be using the air-to-ground radar of the F-16, the FCR, to try to find the SA-20 in an area. Good thing for me, I have Steerpoint 7 already set up as the SAM site, the SA-20. So, if you are aware of where the SAM site is in general, you could probably pick out what returns are your target. However, the FCR only goes out to 80 miles. Right now I'm 78 miles from my Steerpoint 7, which is right over the SA-20. So I'm going to start looking for the SAM site. I'm going to do pinky switch once to expand, let it go through, pinky switch again, DBS, get the DBS2 here. So here I have 2 options here. I don't know which one is which, but in real life, or in reality, I wouldn't know which one is which, but for your intel, you would have to know which one is which. Then once you find what you're looking for, TMS up. It is locked onto it. My JSOW is in zone. Your JSOW is aligned, and pickle away.